Hello lovely people, how are you doing and how was your week? Hope you're already cruising in this July. Today I want to talk about one pressing issue that has been on my mind, and it's about how Nigerians do the things we call pranks. Long before Nigeria got to discover that YouTube and Facebook pay people for putting content on their platform, that everybody wants to own a YouTube channel and a Facebook page today. I've been watching these guys that produce gag just for laughs. You'll never see those guys prank people to the detriment of their lives. Their pranks are about the thing that will surprise you, and at the end you all laugh together. And they have thousands of videos, and you will never find any of their videos where you see people running for their lives and endangering their lives, all in the name of prank. Just because you are looking for content to put on your social media platform to make money. Money that you are not going to share with these people that you prank. How malicious. Now, ahead of the news of those guys that caused 2 students to lose their lives because of prank. You are making prank and you cause another person's life. I can tell you life imprisonment isn't enough for you because you are even still alive. Meanwhile, you took another person's life. Innocent people that were going about their business. They are not related to you. They have not benefited from you in any way ever before. You are not driving on the road that you will say that maybe your brake failed, or you were dodging another car, or it's because of pothole or bad road that made you kill them. No, you are doing prank. Everything that comes to Nigeria, we do it to the extreme. I've said it times without number, many times when I watch those dangerous pranks, that until one day when someone will lose their life in the process, that's when we'll be cautious about the things that we call pranks. And you know what? The government won't do anything about it because no politician or their relative has been directly affected yet. Let it be that one of those girls that died was a relative to a politician. Then you will find out that by the next day, all pranks will be banned in Nigeria. In fact, they will even request that they pull down all their channels from all the social media platforms. I've seen pranks where people fall, roll on the ground, screaming and panting for their lives because someone pranked them. Sometimes these people are people that are even older than the people that are pranking them, old enough to be their parents. I saw one lady that maybe she was returning from church or going to church, I don't know, and this guy pranked her. Come and see the way this woman fell on the floor so hard. She was rolling, screaming till she ran offside. And you edited that video, you cut it and uploaded it to your channel to make money. Nobody followed these people to their home to see the aftermath of what these pranks do to them. You can't tell me that those people don't sustain injuries when they fall and roll on the ground. And while they go home with bruises and wounds, and some might even sustain sprains and dislocations, you are smiling to the bank from their ordeal. I bet you that is blood money. Because you don't know how many people that are nursing chronic and terminal diseases. You don't know the one that has high blood pressure or asthma, that the doctor advised them to avoid anything that will impact negatively on their health. I see some pranks where people who were on wheelchairs get up and run for their lives. We laugh about it because we think it's funny. But the truth is that that person who was on a wheelchair was not staging a fake miracle for a false prophet. He or she was following a doctor's advice for their health. And you don't know what health challenge you have triggered in their system for that short shock that you have introduced to their hearts and the stress that you pose on their fragile bodies while they were running from your prank. These people go home and their health may take a turn for the worse, and many later result in their untimely death. Meanwhile, you are hunting your next victim to release your social media platform and swallowing your account balance. Nobody follow them home to know what happens thereafter. Some people carry items on their head and they throw them on the floor while running and damage them, and all you do is shout it's a prank. I tell you, if these people place a curse on you, it will affect you because you encroach into their lives without their permission. And many of you prankers are actually spending blood money because you don't know what has happened to some of your prank victims. Imagine someone that had a shock from your prank and it triggered a major health challenge in them that finally killed them. There are a lot of people that you see walking around looking healthy that it takes just one trigger of shock and a heart attack is prompted. Do you know how many people die from cardiac arrest these days? Some are as a result of compounding issues, and your prank may be one of those compounding issues. That person may not die the day that your prank was made, but the very day that this person dies, his blood is on your head. And as people are watching that video, YouTube is paying you, Facebook is paying you, Instagram is paying you, you are receiving blood money because that person in that video must have died and you didn't know. In case you don't know, It's not only people that slaughter other people or capture their lives in witchcraft activity to make money that is blood money. Any money that you receive from your action that causes another person's life is blood money, because you are spending money that stems from something that causes their life. I also heard Very Dark Man give his analogy of why Z Fancy was also arrested after the controversial video of a girl that claimed to run mad after Z Fancy dropped her off, and the other girl that called him out that he tried to rape her. At the end of the day, you come out to say it's a prank. And the analogy that VDM gave is that if tomorrow someone that escaped ritual attack comes out to cry for help, they will say, oh, he's looking for attention to blow on social media. Was that not what Z Fancy did? Or maybe there's a girl that got raped, or she's passing through rape threats, and she comes out to cry for help. They will say, oh, she's looking for attention to blow online. Can't you remember what Z Fancy did that year? Do you remember the story of that boy who pranked his community? He came out one evening and started shouting, lion, lion, lion. By the time the villagers came out with their weapons to kill a lion, he started laughing and rolling on the ground, and he told them that it was a prank. Another day he shouted, snake, snake, snake. By the time they came out to kill a snake, he made jest of them again. But the actual day that the lion attacked him, he shouted, lion, 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 and nobody came out, because everyone knows that when they come out, he will make mockery of them and say it's a prank. The lion attacked him and killed him with no one to rescue him because of the assumption that he has created in the past. That is the same scenario that plays out when you use such grievous issues as a prank. Do you know how many girls are battered by the fact that someone raped them, and even when they cried out, they never believed them? Some died with the pain. It takes more than a lot for them to heal. Some never get healed at all. We saw the drama that played out years back when the wife of a popular gospel musician called out a church leader about rape. But with all the overwhelming evidences, plus the fact that other women also turned up with the same story, the court swung the pendulum of justice according to who had more influence and cash to display. Do you know how many thousands other women out there that can't come out because of that judgment? Because at the end of the day, the court turned back to find the victim 1 million naira. If you were a lady with such experience, will you still come out? When you know that after people get to know your ordeal, influence, power and money might still overturn justice and penalize you, the victim. Let's treat with caution in this country. Whatever you do, please be careful. Even those of us that do comedy, stand-up comedians insult and embarrass people who pay money to come and attend their shows. The very money that they use to pay you. After insulting and embarrassing them, while the rest of others thunder with laughter, at the end of the day you say it's a joke. Meanwhile, you have already said what you said. And they say out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. I will end here for today. Let's revisit our prank lines, because they say 99 days for the thief, 1 day for the honor. Those guys that caused the death of those 2 students can only not go to jail if the judges get blinded with money and twist the hand of justice. Just one prank and someone that has been a walking corpse slumps. Your freedom will be taken from you forever. Think about it. Time will not permit me to tell you about people who got involved in a simple fight and one blow, the other person shot down and never got up again. They are chilling their ass right now in prison. Remain blessed and do have a great weekend.
But yeah.